All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for Saturday, the 29th of May, 2021. We've got the moon moving through the sign of Capricorn today. It's going to create an opposition to Mars in the sign of Cancer. Now, the moon is at its place of fall. It's a weaker placement in the zodiac for the moon to be, as it wants to be. It loves to be home in Cancer. It's exalted in the sign of Taurus, and it's weakest in the sign of Scorpio. So this is about the pressure of having to do things even if we don't want to do something, if we don't have an emotional pull. It's like having to go through the motions of doing it. It's having to get things done. It's understanding that there's a responsibility that's greater than our emotions itself that needs attention. So the opposition to Mars, it loves the action. And Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn and at its weakest point in the sign of Cancer. So you see how these two are playing a relationship with each other, because Mars really would rather be in Capricorn and the moon would really rather be home in Cancer, where things can flow. And Mars is like, yes, let's get stuff done. I've got the tools I need. Let's climb this freaking mountain, you know? So now these two are opposite. I'll show you the chart. These two are opposite. And they're both not in a place where they want to be, because we're being forced to swim, or we're being forced to act maturely and responsibly while dealing with many emotions. While we're sifting through our own emotions, we still have a job to do, a role to play. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter if car crashed or that's a bad example, but like, you know, whatever's happening in the personal life, you know, that show must go on kind of mentality. Like, it doesn't matter what's happening in the personal life to the musician that's about to take stage, or the Broadway performer. Maybe they just got in a fight with their spouse or their kid or something, and now they got to go act as if nothing had happened. But this is being like mature and responsible on it, not acting fake. You know, it's not what the Capricorn energy is about. It's not that fake kind of thing, but it's the responsible way to go about it. And Mars is saying we've got to you know, confront and deal with these emotions, and reminding ourselves of when we're in public and we're being triggered. You know, our reputation is being viewed, and those triggers belong to us. They're our internal emotions, and we have to think of new ways to deal with it. And of course, super early in the morning, you know, late Friday night into Saturday morning, that beautiful Venus-Mercury conjunction, which is still going to be sending some good vibes into the day. And at the same time of this opposition, we have Mars really starting to make this trine over there to Neptune, which is a bit of a saving grace. And the moon as well, creating a sextile to Neptune as well, which is a bit of, this is alleviating the tension that's between these two planets, where we think, you know, the teapot's, the water's boiled and it's about to blow, and brrr. So Neptune is just like, okay, there's a bigger thing here. There's bigger points. There's something larger at play than my personal emotions. So to surrender in this moment, to allow and accept, to try to reach a higher goal. You know, one foot in front of another, we get the job done. And we really, you know, moon continues through Capricorn until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, conjunction to Pluto, which is nice, because it's like, as the day moves on, it's like we're dealing with this stuff earlier. We're dealing with this tension earlier, most likely on Saturday. And it's like we learn the lesson around Saturday evening. And Pluto can also be a bit of release in that sense of transformation, you know, emotional alleviation. Perhaps there's a conversation that happens. Communication might come up, especially in this particular Mercury retrograde. Expect, you know, communication from people, family members, friends, exes, people you haven't talked to in a long time, because this is a beautiful time to communicate. You know, we're rethinking everything. So it's just like, okay, we have this new way of looking at things and dealing with things. Our reputation also depends on how well we communicate, on how well we're dealing with our own internal emotions. And the moon's going to finish up its job here in Capricorn before it moves into the sign of Aquarius on Sunday Funday, which is really awesome because it's a very sociable place for it to be. It's a fun place for it to be, and we're very practical and grounded here in the sign of Capricorn. It gets to play a little bit, be a little bit more free, and it's going to start to create these trines over there to the Sun, to the North Node, and then Mercury and Venus as well as it continues its journey through Aquarius. So, good couple days ahead, my friends. Great start to the weekend. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. I love you. See you tomorrow.